The future is looking bright for Manchester United as early as this coming summer, as first of all, Ruben Amorim and INEOS have approved the purchase of Giovanni Quenda. Quenda himself has confirmed it. He would be excited about reuniting with Ruben Amorim. More on that deal I'm here to give you, but he's not just Quenda, guys. Another Portuguese wonder kid playing for FC Porto is now being linked with Man United. But there could be a bidding war because, like any hot property, so many clubs are interested in Rodrigo Mora. I'm going to tell you about him. Subscribe to the United of Sport. My name is Webb. It's a good day for us to talk about Man United because it's a hot day and we've got hot news about the beloved football club. So let's get it. And first of all, let me start with what just came through. Sources, credible sources. We've spoken about this story before that. It was confirmed that United have already agreed a deal in principle with Sporting Lisbon for the signing of Giovanni Quenda, the 17-year-old wing back who plays on the right but left-footed, inverted, from Sporting Lisbon to join and reunite with his former boss Ruben Amorim at Man United. The boy now, according to what we get, is excited by the move. Amorim has approved the move. The two clubs have already agreed, and the deal is destined to happen, all factors constant. That's a big step in the right direction. Remember, for Man United now, is playing to finish the season, finish in the top flight this season. So everything United and INEOS are doing now is meant for the summer and next season. Of course, the cuts on player player expenditures, the cuts on staff expenditures at Carrington are all aimed at ensuring that Man United saves money that will be enough for them or support them in buying players in the summer. Now, it is not just Giovanni Quenda that Man United are contemplating buying. You clearly see that United lacks players in key departments. Now, guess what? According to the reports that we get from Portugal, United are now also interested in Rodrigo Mora, a boy born in 2007. He's an attacking midfielder or winger who plays for FC Porto. He has played 14 games this season, scored 3 and assisted as many for Sporting CP. Now, rather for FC Porto. This is a player who Sporting CP under Ruben Amorim wanted. Amorim has always admired this kid. You would call him mostly as a 10. Now, imagine this is what Amorim is trying to do. I think they are trying, because United has lacked creativity. In fact, when he was talking about why Rasmus Højlund is struggling with lack of goals, the goal drought that's hitting Rasmus Højlund now, Amorim just attributes this mostly, of course, yes, to the lack of confidence, but he knows the abilities of Rasmus Højlund. He's a technically gifted player, he's physically gifted, he can't score goals, but he says part of the reasons why he does not score enough goals is the lack of chances created by the team. Now, clearly, Man United lacks a creative player. Yes, the wing-back problem seems to have been solved. Dogu is there on the left, and Quenda will be there on the right. Now, a partner playing next to Ugarte, a number 10, is a lacking department, and this is why this boy is being looked at as a prospective signing for Manchester United. He's technically gifted, he's fast, he can score goals. Like I told you, he has scored 3 and assisted 3 in 14 games. At his age, he's only 17. He's a special gift. No wonder Arsenal are also interested in him. Arsenal are also interested in his. Of course, the position that Arsenal is in now is better for a player who is looking to get proper into the senior team and wants to play in the Champions League instantly. But for a 17-year-old kid, given the so many young kids Man United has invested in, it's clear now that Man United's plan and investment is in young players like him. It is easy for Man United to convince a player like him to choose them over Arsenal, and that's the advantage. So the only issue then would be, will Man United have the money? But also, what are the solutions? Certainly, if they're going to sign him as an attacking midfielder because he's a 10, a proper 10, I'm imagining him playing next to Ahmad over time. I think for me, they have got to let go of someone. They have got to either sell, because he's priced at about 55 million quid. That's money United has got to get from either a sale of a player, which certainly is bound to happen in the summer. United will sell a player. We're not certain who it will be. We'll go back into the talk of Garnacho being sold, because he's probably not the profile of a number 10 that Amorim would be pleased to have. So it's going to be a critical period in the summer. Man United is bound to be busy. But what's happening now is they are trying to look for funds from all possible sources, secure and protect these funds, and make sure they sign players. Now, Amorim was asked about the issues going on with people losing their jobs and stuff. And he said, you see, the only way people who are losing their jobs because they're sort of sacrificed for the team to perform. The only way INEOS will be vindicated with all changes, the ticket hikes, the staff changes at Carrington, no more meals, free meals, and they're all now eating soup and bread. The cuts they are making will only make sense if the team is performing. So they have got to show what they have said, because they have consistently said so many mistakes were being made by the past management in terms of player recruitment, in terms of profiles of players they bring in terms of everything to do with players. So the only way they have got to vindicate themselves is by assigning the right players, and it can only be vindicated by the results on the pitch. So they know that there's a bit of that pressure. It's not just talking that this was done wrong and done. We'll do it right and let's see the results, because the end will always justify the means. So that's exactly what is happening, what Ruben Amorim is dealing with. So it's, I think, a good place for Man United to be at. Yes, there are immediate issues, but we've spoken about all those before. We've spoken about them, and now I think the pressure is even looking like it's going to start easing on the players. And they'll focus more on perhaps finishing the season with less pressure. And when that happens, United can really properly stay afloat in the English Premier League, because that's the worst threat for the team currently. So in the event that Quenda and Mora and Dogu, of course, who is already there, in the event that Quenda and Mora join Man United, probably Bruno will then stay and partner with Manuel Ugarte, because again, you saw him express himself and make the team play. So Bruno will be the Ugarte partner, and then this boy will partner Ahmad as the two number 10s behind the striker, whether it's Hoyland or Chido Obi, and then you have Dogu on the left, Quenda inverted on the right as the two wing backs, and then perhaps another solution might be got elsewhere. But for now, probably Amorim could start with that and work with the backline that he has, except there might be a need for a new goalkeeper. We'll talk about that in my next video. My name is Webb. This is the United of Sport. Like, share, and subscribe, because INEOS, Amorim, and Co are cooking, and it's smelling good. I love the smell. I love the aroma of what they are cooking. I hope the cuisine is good when you taste it. Catch you later, fam.